Belum. Stop dulu, stop dulu. Jangan rekod lagi. Assalamualaikum. First of all, my name is Muhammad Zakil, and with my fellow members, which is Nur Atika and Muhammad Faiz. Today will be present about our final project, which is the roles of the king in Malaysia and the function of the conference of the rules. Next slide. So my part is introduction. So the introduction is the constitutional monarchy is still one of the most important institutions of Malaysia parliamentary democracy. Through a variety of rights provided by the federal constitution, the hereditary Malay rulers in 9 states continue to exert significant influence over the the political system. Few people are aware, however, the Malay rulers fought a heated battle to protect their constitutional standing and power during the formulation of Malaysian Independence Constitution in 1956 until 1957. The second one is the ruler. The ruler reiterate their function and position in cooperation. The Red Draw Constitution emerging far more powerful in state administration and on matters of national importance, while the ruler accepted the basic primer of their position and constitutional sovereign in 1957 Malayan Federal Constitution. So, as the function, the ruler relating to the status function of the conference of the ruler were one of the areas where the ruler put a lot of resistance on the other, providing the other elect Yang di-Pertuan Agong under Article 27, which is the Red Commission, did not create specific provision in the draft constitution for the conference of the ruler. And the ruler proposed that new Yang di-Pertuan Agong for the federation to be chosen based on severity in the term of ruler approval of the appointment. So in the Public Service Commission and the Police Service Commission is also approved. The ruler has been approved shall be solved. It was content, for example, like the election commission will be expanding into the individual state and in front of the territorial sovereignty in the course of its duties. It was only fair they should have the right to appeal. Furthermore, the ruler said the approval should be requested when the constitution is changed on the various issues that impact the sovereignty. This include the territorial change affecting state change that may affect Muslim religion and Malay custom amended on the Constitution Ancient Clause on Article 157 on Malay special right and Article 82 on Malay land reservation. Changes and affecting the status of the power and change that affecting the ruler privilege, position, and dignity. The ruler believed that the development in this area infringe on their sovereignty and they should be able to grant or refuse consent to such a change. That's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Natika. We present about objective. Objective, the background of Malay rule, provide clear and accurate awareness and understanding to the community, especially the younger generation, about the importance of the Sultan and Kings as well as the history and origins of the dissidents. Act as a reference center and repository for document, data and information related to the Malay rules. Second, objective, the role, function of Malay rules. Expand the portfolio of heritage data literate for listing in the National Heritage Register book and develop existing and new knowledge through archaeological research, conservation and intangible heritage. Trying to raise the dignity of the national heritage as best as possible gain world recognition. Uh, Objective, the role, function of the conference of rules, creating an atmosphere of harmony in preserving the sovereignty of the institution of monarchical government for monarchical and non-monarchical state towards the confirm of administrative relation. Lastly, objective the rules of Yang di-Pertuan Agong YDPA identify the importance of upholding the institution of monarchy in Malaysia. Explain the role played by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong as the head of state in Malaysia. We pass to next presenter.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Faiz Pafaza. And for my part, the content is the role of the king. Malaysia's system of government has combined two main systems, namely constitutional monarchy and parliamentary democracy. The negotiation involved three parties, namely the Colonial Office, the Council of Malay Rules, and the UMNO, MCA, and MIC Alliance Party. All three parties finally agree and held tight to the existence of a post-independent system of government. In this context, Malaysians needs to understand the reality and fact that monarchical system of government of the Sultan system is the foundation of Malaysian political civilization. Following that, the federal government of Malaya was established on 1 February 1948. In terms of administrative structure, the administrative system was organized systematically. It involves three main structures, namely the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. Next is the Conference of Rules. The Council of Rule was formally established as a rule of British planning in 1948 to replace the meeting of rule of the Federate State known as the Council of Malay Rules. It was first held in Kuala Kangsar in 1897. The ceremony was composed of 4 kings from Perak, Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, and Pahang. Durbar also means a meeting or general conference held by the king or British governor or viceroys in India in the past. The function is select Yang di-Pertuan Agong and Deputy Yang di-Pertuan Agong for the Federation in accordance with the provision of the third schedule. Second, agree and disagree that any act, practice, or religious ceremony cover the whole of the federation. Third, agree and disagree with any law and make or advise on any appointment which is pursuant to this constitution, require the consent of the conference of rule, or which is required to be made or after consultation by the conference of rules. That's all from me. I pass to the next presentation.
Lastly, for the conclusion is the discussion above show clearly that the ruler have fought back strongly during the constitutional deliberation to defend their position and privilege as a constitutional monarch and the right of the state to greater financial autonomy. While accepting the roles as constitutional monarch under the new federal constitution, the rulers has redefined the parameters of the institution of constitutional monarch than the originally provide in the red draft constitution. The conference of the ruler as a result of the ruler's submission gain greater prestige and power that provide under the draft constitution. Under these changes, the ruler would be consulted on the constitutional changes to the position and privilege of the rulers, territorial borders, and matters relating to the Muslim religion and Malay custom. That's all from us. Thank you very much. Sorry.